Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Art and Tarot. I am RoboMonk. Today we are seeing if you are on your right path. There are many points in our lives where we say, okay, Spirit, is this a test? Is this a test to keep me on the right path? Or am I actually getting the message of changing to a different path? Am I supposed to go to a different direction? We're going to find out about what Spirit wants for you. Is this a test for you in this time? Why you're questioning if you're on the right path? Or is this an actual sign to deviate from the path you're on to a different path? We're going to check that out. It's exciting to find out some answers that resonate with you and see if any of the cards resonate with you. A lot of times they do, and that is Spirit connecting with you. Also, I want to say, if you have any questions for me that you want to have answered on the channel, we have this kind of rolling response. And I will link it down below, but also you can just comment if you have a question that you want Spirit to answer. And if there's a general theme that I can work in there for you, I will, and we will answer it together here on this channel, which is a lot more exciting than just me coming up with some kind of topic. So I really want that interaction from you, and it benefits us all. So that's great. So either drop it down in the comments below, or there is a link to the community post down there too. And this is a pick a card, so we are going to choose which pile resonates with us. And there's many different ways to do that, either by the stone, the image, or the destiny number, or you might know it as the life path number. That's down there too. Okay? So you choose a pile, you go down into the description. There's a timestamp there that will take you right to that pile if you want to skip ahead, or you can watch all three and see what resonates in any of the three piles. There's really no rules. It's all good. Have fun. And if Spirit can contact you through this, that is so cool. This is why I'm doing it. This is what makes this channel so special, because it's you and me and Spirit interacting with each other. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let's get to the piles. In pile 1, we have Bloodstone. In pile 2, we have Aquamarine. In pile 3, we have Snowflake Obsidian. See which pile resonates with you, and I'll see you there. Hello, pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are asking Spirit, am I on the right path? You may have recently had doubts or experiences to make you question this, and here we are together asking Spirit if this is the case. Should I change paths? Is this just a test to remain on this path? We're going to find out together. This is something that we all ask at various points in our lifetime, and it's good to ask. It's a great question to ask. And I received this question from one of our community posts. It's awesome, so thank you so much for asking that question. You chose pile 1, and we are going to see what resonates here. There may be a little bit that resonates, or it may all resonate with you. That's up to you, and this is really a message between you and Spirit. I am going to draw different images that I receive from Spirit and place them on the cards. And then sometimes Spirit gives me different messages as well, and I type those beside or below the cards as well. Okay? So let's get started. Let's see if we can find something that resonates with you. The first image that I see is a person that is walking, but they're having trouble walking. They seem very dizzy, meaning they cannot keep their balance. They are walking all over the place, They're trying to get somewhere, but they aren't doing it very efficiently. Sometimes I receive emotions while drawing, sometimes I receive feelings, and this time I felt queasy, which means my stomach was upset. I felt like I was almost sick to my stomach, okay? And this happens when you get dizzy, when you're moving in a direction that is this way and that, and it's not a great feeling. And Spirit is coming in and saying you have momentum, which means you have a lot of movement, but there may not be a direction to that movement. If this is resonating for you, we're going to keep going with this. So, momentum without direction. So that means you started to run in a certain direction, but then all of a sudden, maybe things changed, so you started running in a different direction, and then things changed again, and you started running in a different direction, and you're getting dizzy. You're not sure which way is up now. You're not sure which way to go. You may be confused. All right, so let's see how Spirit is going to give you a direction or help you find that direction. The next image that I see is interesting to me, and it may explain why you are running in so many different directions right now. Because I see you looking at a straight path ahead. You do not look very excited. So when you started running initially down this path, you were very excited. Maybe you didn't know everything that you had to do. Let's say you wanted to go to college for this type of job, okay? And you're in the college and you're getting good grades, and then all of a sudden you get out of college and you get actually into the job and you say, oh, this is it? This is what I have to do now for the rest of my life? You see yourself here, and then you see your life path laid ahead of you and you're not excited about it. You think, oh no, did I choose the wrong path? Am I supposed to be here? And Spirit is saying that you may think these words. Had I known this is what it was, meaning what I had chosen, I would not have chosen this direction. Okay? So had you have known that this would be the end result of all of this effort, you would not have chosen this path. And so then you start running in a different direction. You think, okay, well, I'm going to start running in this direction and I'm going to see what's over here. Okay, and I think I will like this over here. And you may be starting to get tired of running in different directions, and maybe you're wondering why you're running in different directions. Okay, you are not alone. I will tell you that 100%. You are not alone. There is a reason why you're doing this, and this will be revealed shortly. The next image that I receive starts to explain exactly what's going on. So I see you holding two different tools, okay? So you hold a screwdriver and you're holding a hammer. You know how to use the screwdriver, but you don't know how to use the hammer yet. And this is just a metaphor, okay? But you know how to use one skill set, but you don't know how to use another. And Spirit is wanting you to know how to use both, the screwdriver and the hammer, okay? This is very important in your future that you know how to use both of these tools. So Spirit says you have gained tools along this path that will help you in the future, but you need different tools as well. So the fact that you are seemingly going in one direction, then another direction, then another direction, is actually all according to plan. The fact that you are doubting yourself or thinking, oh, this looks interesting as well over here, I've learned a lot during this current path, but maybe I should go over here and learn something else as well. You should keep following this pattern because you aren't meant to stick to just one path. And I don't think a lot of us think about this. I think when we think of our chosen path, it's a straight line from where we are to where we're going. And more times than not, Spirit's path for us is very crooked. It's very windy, okay? It goes in different directions. It may go in a circle one time, and then it goes in a straight line, and then it goes left and right and left and right. We may think we're lost, but Spirit knows exactly where we are, and we're exactly where we need to be. So if you have this curiosity about something that is seemingly unrelated to what you're doing right now, but you want to pursue it, then Spirit is saying you should probably pursue that as well. Because what are you doing? What are you doing? You're collecting different skill sets that will help you in your future. The next image that I see is a new opportunity will arise that will entice you. And there's two different paths. There's a fork in the path, as they say, and you are considering whether to go on that path or not. Now, this is going to be different for everyone, but this is time to connect with Spirit, to do a little chakra check, and I say a little gut check to where you feel the pull towards. Have you learned everything you need to learn in your current path? Is it time to change direction so you can learn something else that will help you in the future? You will know the feeling because at this current point, you may feel trapped. You may feel you are not on the right path. You may feel tired. Those are all signs that it's time to take a new direction and learn something new. Okay? So you have a new path and a new opportunity that will open up, and it will really excite you, and you should probably take it. Why are you taking all these different paths? As we touched on before, I see this image of a car that has a sail on top, and then on top of that, it has a propeller. Now, all of these things are helping you go faster, okay? They help you go and move in a direction quicker. And these different items are not usually put together, but they work, right? They are a hybrid. They are many things put together to make it work. And Spirit is saying you are a hybrid skill set. You need different tools from many different subjects out there. Does that make sense? It makes a lot of sense to me. I'll tell you what. I always thought that I was more interested in so many different things out there rather than just one subject. And I thought that put me behind everyone. I thought I was at a loss because of this. But it turns out that all of my skill sets are coming into fruition on this channel to help you at this specific moment. And I think that's really cool. I think that is Spirit at work, and you will have a journey on your own, but you also have a hybrid skill set. You will need many tools to fulfill your soul journey, Spirit says. And if more than one subject interests you, know that this is who you are. You are a hybrid skill set person, and there's nothing to be ashamed of about that. The next image that I see is of your soul. Now, this is a symbol that I've developed that says this is your soul, okay? And usually it has a circle and then a small little, almost like kite-shaped down below. But this has some bling bling to it. It's got some sparkle. It's got different facets and different angles to it, almost like a diamond. And it's showing us how many different sides your soul has to shine brightly with. So Spirit says your soul shines brightly from all different angles. You will be asked to learn many different things, walk many paths. This is okay, and you are blessed in doing this. I think sometimes if we change a path, we think we are less than, we think we messed up, we think we have failed, but that is not the case. Spirit is saying that you are supposed to walk many paths. This is okay, and you are blessed. This last image is one of my all-time favorite images that I've received so far. It is you as a pocket knife, and more accurately, a Swiss Army knife. And if you aren't familiar with what that is, it's a knife that has many different tools in one casing. So it may have a can opener, it may have a screwdriver, it may have a knife blade, a corkscrew, all of those different tools in one. And this is you. This is the body of you with this Swiss Army knife. And you have all of these different tools now. And you have 3 different doors ahead of you. You have to go down each one of these doors. But in order to open them, each one has a different lock that you have to open. And you need a different skill set to open it. But you can, because you've learned so much along the way. Spirit says many doors you need to walk through require a different skill or perspective to answer or to open that door. You will have the right skill if you follow your gut check at each time the path splits. So when you're trying to think, should I stay on this path? Should I leave this path for a different path? Definitely connect to Spirit. See what vibes with you. See what really resonates with you. And then choose that path. But know there is no guilt in changing direction. Know that there is no guilt or lack of clarity when you change this direction, because you are gaining those skill sets that you need. I don't think this type of path is highlighted enough. And I think a lot of us go through this. So if you know this now, then consider yourself blessed. And please share this with somebody that you think might need to hear this, because this is quite the message from Spirit, and we are all about sharing that message. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for being here with me today. I always appreciate you being here. And we want to thank Spirit for being here with us today too. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are seeing if you are on the right path. This is a question that we all have at certain points in our life. It's a great question to ask, and it's an important one. And I received this question from one of our community posts. It's awesome. So thank you so much for asking that question. So thank you for being here, and we are going to answer this together with Spirit's help. As you can see, we have several different cards here in front of us. I am going to draw different images that Spirit give me, and then I will place them on the cards. And then there's also different phrases that Spirit gives to me, and I will type them next to the cards that they relate to. So let's get started and see if you are on your right path. See if 1 or 2 things resonate. They may all resonate, but that is our goal, is to see what really resonates with you today. So pile 2, the first image that I get is pretty heavy, okay? This is something that you may have been thinking about a long time now, and it's important that you are now at a point where you are evaluating where you're at. So I see 2 different choices in your mind, and you're wondering which one it is. I see at first you looking in complete darkness around you, and you are looking at a little hole in the cave. And this little hole in the cave acts like sunlight coming in towards you. You have not seen a lot of light recently, and you're wondering if that is actually a bright spot in your life, if there's something to be hopeful about in your life. Or are you finally out of this darkness? Are you finally out of this tunnel, and you have climbed up so far that you are actually seeing the sun? Is this light that is coming into your life true? Is it from spirit? Or is it this falseness that you have really experienced many times before, and it's just another lie? Wow. Okay, pile 2. If this resonates with you, we're going to see which path you're on. We're going to see how to deal with this. This is a truly deep question. Let's continue. Something that you are aware of right now. I see an image of you looking at many different suns, as in S-U-N-S. There are different suns that you are looking at in the sky, and of course, here in this 3D Earth plane, there should only be one sun. There should only be one, but you are looking at 5. So you know that 4, or at least 4, are false suns. They are false hopes, false positives in your life. And you can't feel like you can trust anything at this point in your life. You aren't sure about what's positive, what's negative, which direction you're going, and you're feeling like you're guessing, and you may feel a little lost, and you're definitely feeling very emotional about this, very hurt about this. Spirit is here for you. Spirit is guiding you. Know that right now. But there is a reason why all of this is happening. Let's see how Spirit reveals this to us. So this is interesting, pile 2. The next image that I receive is you doing a defensive martial arts move. It's something where you are defending yourself. Spirit says that you need to develop a lie detector, and you needed to learn to defend yourself. When you learn to defend yourself and you develop this lie detector to defend yourself, you will break this cycle of false truths. You will break this cycle of not being able to trust. Again, this is very deep, but this is why you've been on this path so far. Let's see what else is going to happen. So as you learn to detect these lies that other people have been giving you, as you learn to defend yourself and cut these cords from these people or these events that have been these false hopes, been these false positives in your life, you are developing yourself. You are developing your soul. You are gaining strength as you do this, even though it is not easy at all. This next image is very promising. I see you outstretched with your soul shining brightly. I almost hear you shouting, and I feel like shouting myself at the top of your lungs, out into the sky, saying, I am here.
because I deserve to be here. I am here because I am light. I am my light. With these words, you are giving yourself strength, you are giving yourself purpose, and you are becoming your own reason for being here. The next image I receive is you breaking out of the shadow. If you were in that cave, you are breaking free. Or if you climbed out of that cave and are seeing the sun for the first time, you are destroying that cave behind you and never going back. Now, why is this all happening? You have to learn how to defend yourself. You have to develop a lie detector. Your path is learning self-worth. That you are worthy of being here. You are worthy of good things. You are worthy of the trust that you give to others, that they should give it back. You are worthy of being equal to everyone around you. And if you are not feeling that, then it is time to defend yourself, cut ties with those that have made you feel unworthy, events that have made you feel unworthy, and to let your light shine. Spirit says, self-worth is your path. If you prove to yourself you are strong, you are worth being here. You are love, you are light, you are here. You are here for this reason, to walk the path and learn your self-worth. Once you realize this, nothing can stop you. You will be able to manifest powerfully, strongly, the things that you want to come into your life, because you will know what's true and what's false. Many people struggle with this. They don't know if a person coming into their life is good or bad for them. And a lot of us struggle with that. But you are gaining this clarity as you are gaining your self-worth. And you are able to see, does this person bring light into my life and around me and the people around me? Do I bring light into their life and around them and the people around them? Is this a good connection? You will know because you have been developing this lie detector. You have been developing your self-defense. You will know. And all of a sudden, these things will come to you. This new love path, this new happiness, this new abundance, and your soul will shine brightly. I see these images all coming at you as you manifest your energy out into the world. And I feel like this is a new energy that you have not felt yet or are almost on the cusp of feeling. You are so close to getting this, climbing out of that tunnel and becoming your own light. Because as you gain strength, you will know what it is you need in your path. And Spirit asks, and Spirit is asking you to demand your worthiness. Now, what does that mean? Usually Spirit isn't this forceful, okay? I was very surprised at these words, but it's a sign of strength to say, I am equal to you. I am no less than you. You are no more than me. And you are demanding your self-worth. It's a way to give strength to who you are, where you are, the place you are. That is your place. No one can take that away from you. You are demanding your self-worth. This last card that I see is you being a giant among mountains. You are easily walking over them now because you know your self-worth. You know your own strength. You know that the light that is coming in is true. It's not a false light anymore because you know how to detect that. Spirit says you will walk over mountains, not under them anymore. You will never be in that cave again. You will never see a light and wonder if it is false, because you know what false light is. You know what true light is. And you are manifesting goodness into your life, and you can tell which is which. So this pathway, Pile 2, is a very powerful pathway. It's one of self-empowerment, one of self-worth, and one you are worthy of walking. So know that Spirit is with you among every footstep that you take, and Spirit will be with you as you walk over mountains. Thank you, Pile 2, for being here with me today. I hope this brings you some clarity. I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are asking Spirit, are you on the right path? Are you moving in the right direction that you should? This is something that we all ask at various points in our lifetime, and it's good to ask. It's a great question to ask. And I received this question from one of our community posts. It's awesome, so thank you so much for asking that question. So, as you can see, we have several different cards here in front of us. I am going to channel different images that Spirit gives me and place them on the cards, and then sometimes Spirit gives me little messages as well that I will type on the side of the cards, and we're going to interpret this all together to answer this question for you as best as we can. Now, some things will resonate with you. Maybe it will all resonate with you, but take away what you can from this message and know that it's resonating for a reason. All right, let's get started. This first image that I see is somewhat involved, so I'm going to describe it to you. I see you on an iceberg. You are floating along on your journey, and you have a flame above your head. This symbolizes your passion. So you're very passionate about something, whether that be one subject or that way of expressing yourself or some kind of creative project that you're doing. And all of a sudden, you are pulled down into the water. The flame goes out. You struggle to get back up to the surface. And on this channel, the water means emotion. So you are pulled down. Maybe there are days that you struggle to find happiness. Maybe there are days that you are interrupted by different occurrences that really drag you down emotionally. And it's hard to keep that flame lit, that passion lit, or it steals all of your abundance or money as you go under the water, and then you have to emerge from the water and pick yourself up and reignite that passion once again. Now, if this happens once or twice, you may be able to recover, but it seems like it's happening over and over and over again, where you have to reignite that passion and try again, because things keep getting in the way of you really coming to terms with that passion. So let's see what else is going on here, pile 3. If this is resonating, let's keep going. Something you are aware of. I see you on this same iceberg. You have been through several cycles of this going underwater and coming back up, reigniting the passion, going underwater, coming back up, reigniting the passion. And now you are just laying on this iceberg. You seem to be tired, which is understandable, and you can't quite get yourself to actually reignite that flame. You can't get yourself to continue on down this path. So Spirit is saying you may be tired of lighting the flame again, and you may be questioning the worth of the pursuit or the chase of this dream that you may have. You may be dreaming of being a musician. You may be dreaming of being a very famous artist. You may be dreaming of being a movie producer or a celebrity or just being locally famous or something like that. There's some kind of dream that you've been pursuing that isn't happening yet. And you're starting to question the worth. And that's okay. These are all great questions. So something that you really aren't aware of at this moment and may want to try is this next card. I see you in the meditative stance. You have your passion, the flame on one side, and the emotion, the water on the other. You are connecting to Spirit. That little dash with the arrow going up is my connection to Spirit here on this channel. You are asking Spirit, what is it you are afraid of or getting tired of in this pursuit of this passion? Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid of not being popular? Are you afraid of there's no gain from this action anymore? You aren't happy when you are doing it, but you are still doing it. Are you afraid you will lose your identity if you give up this passion? Like you've always been known as this musician. You've always carried your guitar around. Will people even understand who you are if you give up this guitar? This is something that is deeply emotional and very powerful, but also necessary to do a spirit check with why do you want to do this passion so much? Why is it so important to you? Now, there are different answers for everyone, and you may say, I want to do this passion because of this and this and this and this and this, and nothing is going to stop me. That is a-okay. That is a good answer. And so another good answer is, I don't like this anymore. I don't know if I can continue on with this anymore. I'm not sure if I want to. That's an okay answer too. It really depends on what point you're at in this journey. We're going to see a little bit more from Spirit of why you're feeling this way. So, you've become tired. You're not sure if you can carry on. You're doing this gut check. And as you do this gut check, I see this image of you standing at the beginning of your path, and you're trying to walk through your path, but there's several different plants that have grown up around it. Your path has been shrouded or hidden with seeds of doubt. You aren't as sure as you were when you absolutely started this passion, because you've experienced a lot. You've gone through a lot, and you aren't sure if you should continue on or choose a different path. That's a great question again, and we're going to see what Spirit has to say about that. Here's where it really comes down to it. What path are you really on? Is it this passionate path? It seems to be actually something deeper than that. You are here and you are expressing yourself. And it doesn't matter how you are expressing yourself. It can be through art, it can be through word, it can be through work, it can be through other people. You are here expressing yourself. And I see an image of you holding a sign that says me on it. I am here, this is me, which is wonderful. You are on a path of expression. Spirit says you are seeing your soul meaning what it is to be you, your actual soul, and it's being reflected here in this 3D earth realm. That's what you want to have accomplished, is to see your soul reflected here in this 3D earth realm. It's so important for you to get it out there, to be seen by yourself and maybe by others, to see its worth, to see its value, to see if you can improve upon it, to see where you're at right now and where you want to go. And that's all through the self-expression, okay? Which is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. That is a blessed path. That is great. Now, here comes the real question. If you are feeling tired and you don't know how to express yourself anymore, you must ask yourself, is your current way of expression a clear reflection of your soul? Is the way that you are expressing yourself actually bringing your soul out into this 3D earth realm in a beautiful way? Maybe it used to when you were playing music and on your guitar, as an example. But maybe now guitar isn't the best way to reflect your soul into this 3D earth realm. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's painting. Maybe it's typing. Maybe it's something else. You have to do a gut check. And Spirit says, if this is a clear reflection of your soul, the current way of you expressing yourself, if this is a clear reflection of your soul, then say yes, and you can stay on this course. But if it's not, then it's time to change that course. It's time to change the way you express yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is not failure. That is actually growth. And so is staying on this current path. So you are affirming that you are where you are and you are growing, okay? Whether you stay on this path or you take a different path to express yourself. It's such a powerful question and such a powerful answer to know that you are clearly expressing yourself in the best way possible. So the next image that I see is you holding up this sign that says me again, and you are connecting with Spirit, and then you are seeing this clear reflection of yourself here in this 3D earth realm. It's almost like your shadow, right? And here you see this and you say, yes, this is me. This is how I want to be remembered from those around me. This is how I want to show my soul light to others around me. This is it. And Spirit is saying, your expression of yourself is sacred and is between you and Spirit. Popularity or fame is a side effect of that, because people see you express yourself in a clear and beautiful way, and people say, wow, look at that. That's amazing. I absolutely adore the way they are expressing themselves. And maybe I want to do that too. Or maybe I want to see how they do that and maybe learn from them so I can express myself in a slightly different way, but just as clear as they do. So you're continuing on and spreading your light to others through this self-expression. And that's really where you get your true happiness from and your connection to Spirit. This last image is exactly that. It's a continuation of this message. I see your soul shining brightly here in this 3D earth realm now. You have confirmed the way that you want to express yourself. And know that this may change over time. So the way that works now, 20 years from now, it may not work for you, and you can change, and that's okay. It's not a form of your identity. Your soul remains the same, whether you are expressing yourself through music, through art, through programming, through science. It doesn't matter. It wants to express itself and become a light to this 3D earth realm in the best way possible at the time it's supposed to be. So if you change paths, that's okay. This is not a failure. This is not a dimming of your soul light. This is a new way of expressing yourself, and you may even shine brighter than before. Spirit says your self-expression can show others their meaning, their own way of expressing themselves, and you are spreading that light to them. And I see all of these people that are looking at your soul, seeing how beautiful it is, and they are expressing themselves. They are holding up their own signs that say me on them. So you are spreading that light to others and fulfilling your soul purpose. Pile 3, I hope this brings you clarity, and I hope this helps you, and I hope this resonates. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I truly appreciate it, and I want to thank Spirit for being here with us today as well. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time.